Scripture says he's a righteous judge and he's angry with the wicked every day. He says it's appointed unto mankind to die. There is a day of reckoning and you will not escape. Nothing is hidden from God's sight.
If you're wondering why he's talking to a wall, the pink house on the other side is an abortion clinic, and he's trying to convince the people inside not to get an abortion.
Holy, 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 holy.
This is the last abortion clinic in Mississippi, and even though it's open to the public, not every woman makes it here. That's because Mississippi is one of the 26 abortion deserts in America, areas where people have to travel more than 100 miles to reach an abortion facility. The state has TRAP laws, which stands for Targeted Regulation of Abortion Providers. What are some TRAP laws in Mississippi?
There's one that requires a patient to meet with a physician, the person who's doing the procedure, at least 24 hours before the procedure. This year, the legislature wasn't satisfied with that, so they passed a bill saying that no abortions after a heartbeat is detected, which is essentially 6 weeks.
And that's medically inaccurate, right?
Sure.
It's not exactly a heartbeat, I've heard from doctors.
You know, wealthy women are going to be able to find an abortion wherever they want, whenever they want.
Right.
So this has affected low-income women before Roe and after Roe, but by taking away choice and making it so restricted, it's essentially gone back to the pre-Roe area for many women in the state.
So in the state that seems to have turned its back on low-income women of color, it was a black woman who went ahead and founded the Mississippi Reproductive Freedom Fund, the only unlimited reproductive fund in the state. I visited them at their headquarters, aka the Fund Shack. How does the fund work to reach the woman that, the health department can't reach?
The main provider for free birth control in Mississippi is the health department. The health department isn't open after 5. They're not open on the weekend. And a lot of the health department offices are only open for STI and birth control like a couple times a week.
Right.
So if you work, lots of poor people work.
Yeah.
When are you coming? But we try to meet people where they are.
Yeah.
So that means if they need money for gas and their birth control, like gas to get to the next county to get their birth control, then that's what we give them. I think it's really funny because the big talking point that antis love to use around here is like, oh my God, it's black genocide, like all these black women, it's a tragedy. First of all, they don't show up for black babies anytime other than to shout and shame black women.
Right.
So they can entirely miss me with their faux concern for black babies and black women. They don't care about us at all. Ever.
If this fund didn't exist, what would be the option?
People just have to give birth.
Yeah.
Like they just have children they didn't plan on having and that they may not even want. I'm
afford.
Right. And I'm fortunate that I made peace with the fact that I had to give birth and I love my child and we're great. That doesn't mean that it wasn't traumatic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that it wasn't hard. Right? And no one should have to have that trauma.
The Fund Shack is usually busy with volunteers and clients coming through the house to grab supplies or get counseling from Lori and Kayla, her daughter, who quit her job to work at the fund. I see you got the diapers.
Yeah, this is going out today. The diapers and our little car seats.
And they were all sent in, right? Like by random donors?
Random donors. We get some every day. I mean, every day. There's no day that we don't have no donation boxes. We have noodles, our free pantry.
And this is JJ.
Yep, I'm JJ.
How old are you?
19.
Sweet. And you guys are sisters, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You help with the fund. Basically, everyone in this house is either a volunteer or one of Lori's kids, and they run this place together like a family. And so this is also like a place where people can drop off their kids, their cats,
etc.
stray kitties. There's a baby. Oh, his pants are falling off. Okay, let's move to this room.
We also have a new donation for a bed right here. We also about to give that away probably next week. So.
Oh, you guys give away mattresses too?
Yes. Especially if you just come into a new house.
And how long have you guys been in here? About a year?
Yeah, about a year that we started finally getting stuff settled.
Can we check out the trailer in the back?
Oh yeah, let's go.
There's an extra bedroom.
So this is our boxes of Plan B.
Plan B?
Plan B.
You guys give that out too?
We do, because it's $50 for one horse pill, and we think that is outrageous.
That is outrageous.
So we try to help everybody out.
In terms of hard numbers, each month they fund 3 to 4 abortions and provide around 10 women with non-financial donations like all the stuff we saw in the house. That day, I tagged along with Kayla to deliver diapers.
I call myself an abortion doula.
An abortion doula, what is that exactly?
Like a support person.
Right. You've had an abortion, right?
I have.
When you were younger?
Yes, 15.
You were 15. How old are you now?
21.
21.
I was broke.
You were broke.
I was broke. I was young.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I thought it's a hard decision. A lot of pro-lifers, a lot of people that's against abortion think, wait, you wake up pregnant and you just want to get an abortion. No, that's hard thinking. I mean, like, you cry over that sometimes.
Do you feel like you're heard by the government or the Department of Health here in that way?
The government, no. Government, no, because they trying to shut down all the abortion clinics anyway.
Right.
They not on our side.
The way some see it is like this. The government makes it difficult for people to get abortions, which forces them to have children they know they won't be able to afford. Then once the child is born, they have to figure out a way to make ends meet. Of course, there are others who want to have their kid, for whom some extra diapers could go a
And
long
I got
way.
you a box of diapers.
It's your first baby? Oh, so cool. Hey.
All positive energy on this bitch.
So, like, once the baby's born, you guys will, like, bring
Oh,
some
yeah.
of the other stuff from
Oh,
the house,
yeah.
like the wipes or the wash.
Oh yeah, we're getting some more stuff. It's gonna pop next week.
Right.
Yep,
Do you think one day you want to have kids?
I do. A little mini me, a little
little
crazy me.
What are you waiting for?
The right time. When I have a better body condition, better health condition. I have asthma. I can't walk up the street when I'm sick.
So what did women around here do before you guys existed?
They trying to make a way.
How?
I
Like,
know somebody that did that.
she drank bleach.
She drank bleach. She mixed bleach and alcohol together because she couldn't really have another child.
Right. And she didn't have access to the clinic
Yes.
or the money.
She ended up in the hospital.
I'm going to call a woman who's now a client of the fund. Can you tell us what happened before you met Lori in the fund?
I was looking for ways to pay for one. Like, I just found out that I was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
I made too much to be on Medicaid. I made too much for any other type of assistance.
Right.
And insurance wouldn't cover it, so that was kind of a last resort.
Do you know what would have happened if you had not met Lori, if you didn't find out about the fund?
I didn't want to do anything that would hurt me or hurt my fertility.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have this baby now. I can't have this baby by this person.
Right.
If I can't get help, then I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to, look up some old wives' tales or something, because there's no way I was going through that pregnancy. So
Now you are pregnant again?
yeah,
You're
I
gonna
am.
have the baby?
Yes.
How does it feel after you had an abortion the first time to be able to have a baby now on your own terms?
I really don't think about it, to be honest. I don't regret the abortion.
Right.
I don't really feel any guilt about it. Like, I'm just happy that I'm just trying to celebrate this child, and I'm happy that I'm able to bring this life into the world.
It's clear that it's not just abortion that comes into play when a woman gets pregnant, but her ability to have a family on her own terms. And that's the gap that the Reproductive Freedom Fund so urgently fills for low-income women of color in the state. Because really, they're all they have. There's no one else coming to help them in the way that they really need. And honestly, for now, they're making things work on their own.